Welcome to the show, ladies and gents. We're here. We talk about wrestling.
Charlotte beat me. I put you in a neck brace before. I have no problem doing it again.
You haven't seen it, honey? I was.
Oh, bitch! No, the fuck y'all did So much balls. What happened? There's too much balls on that rack. Too many red balls. Look at all these balls. Look at this. Damn! Oh, Jesus! We are witnessing child abuse on TV, Lord. Oh, have mercy. Now, watch your mouth when you talking to me, ho. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. You ain't getting nothing. You don't get nothing. You either earn it or... So my intro is rather long, so I'm going to cut it short today. Okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are you guys doing? Welcome back to my after show for Smackdown. Okay. We're going to talk about everything because there was some things that need to be discussed. Okay. First things first, we have our numero uno content. Our numero uno comment for the day, and that is Miss Kenny. She's one of my moderators and one of my really good friends, okay? Kenny's comment is always with business. She tell you to like, share, and subscribe, and that's what you should do because she right there is your ass. If you're watching my channel and you not subscribed, why? For what? For what? It's free. Just hit the button, okay? Okay? And it helped me, okay? Because I'm tired. Okay, I was tagged. We tagged. Okay, y'all can subscribe. Shit, I'll subscribe to you. How about that? You subscribe to me, and I subscribe to you. You just tell me in the comments. Tiffany, I subscribe. Can you subscribe to me? Cool, got it. Boom, doing it. Doing it. Okay. All right. So shout out to Kenny for being comment number 1. Okay, and of course we got some of my regulars. Okay, Kayla's here. Kayla's usually either number 1 or she right there, 2 or 3. Okay, she usually right there. Okay, Tay was next. So Zay was next. Sorry. Hey Zay, how are you? And then we got Brandy. Brandy usually be on it. Brandy usually be the number 1. First one before I even open the thing up. She be there. Boom. Comment. Got it. Tip. I'm here. I'm here. I be like, okay, girl, I got you. I got you. Okay. Any whoosies, Aaliyah's here as well, per the usual. And then, of course, I got my usual suspects. Now she trying to take my man. What? Who trying to take my man? Who trying to take my man? Who man? Hold on. Who trying to take my man? We gonna fight. We will fight. What man she trying to say? Because I got a lot. I got a lot. What man she trying to say? I need the deets. Hey, Nicole. Brandy said she subscribed, period. Not reparation. Okay, Cody. No, ma'am. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not Tirza. No, she did not. All right. I goes for the jugular. I picks up chairs and everything. LA Knight, I don't mess with. I just say he look nice. I don't mess with that man. And he got a lot of ass. LA Knight is a very assy man. He's very thick in the thighs and ass area. Okay? Tears got Roman. That's her shit. I don't mess with that. Y'all gonna leave Cody alone. Cody, Drew, And fuck it, Big E. I'll fight you. I will fight you. It's gonna be me and you. Hello, young boy Jay. How are you? Damn, you ain't had to run it down. First of all, LA Night is not mine. I don't have no quandaries over LA Night. It's all Nicole. Okay. Now Big E and AJ Francis, you might got me there. You might got me. You might got me there. You might. You might got me there. I'm not gonna lie. Talk about he looked good. Well, he did look good. And you know what? One thing about Cody always looked good in black. Always, but he looked real nice with that overcoat on today. The only thing I ain't like was his pants being that high and he had them socks on. I ain't like the socks. But everything else, Cody was looking very cute and he looked very nice. I really liked it. I was like, okay, Cody, I see why Brandy scooped your ass up. I see. Hello, Khalil. How are you? She was talking about he was looking good. Mm-hmm. Now he look good. I see it. You can't help it, can you? Yeah, girl, you the only one that want him besides Cora Jade. So ain't nobody worried about Brian Breaker but you, Kayla. You was the onlyest one. You was the onlyest one trying to covet that man. You was the onlyest one. I don't want Brian Breaker. Okay, I feel like I get I get tired of him all the barking and the raspiness in the voice. Calm down, Brian. Okay, relax. Ugh. Then I have to go fishing and shit. I don't want to do that. I don't like water enough like that. I don't like being on open water like that. I can't swim. Okay, so I'll be sitting on the edge of the beach while he in the middle of the damn lake fishing and shit. I can't, I can't do that. I can't do that. I was about to say Cody not my man, but then I forgot. Child. Brian too damn orange. Not he orange. Yeah, he all yours, babe. That's not a flex, but he is all yours. You're the only one that care. I don't really give a damn. I don't really care about him. I don't. Brian Breaker's a nice looking man. He's not bad looking, but he's not. He's okay, babe. He's okay. But he just. I feel like if you we having sex with him, he will bark, and that would tear me off. I don't know if I would like that. I don't like it. No, because when he was barking with the Creed brothers, I said, "Is there a damn dog in the house?" Okay, we got a whole empty mall for the line for Braun Breaker. It's gonna be you and Cora, and that's it. I don't know. It's a lot of Palm Pilot women who love Braun Breaker. So I didn't like Cody when he was younger because he was a little frail for me. But as he got older, he bulked up. And I don't know what it was. I guess being with Brandy, he had to, get a little meat on his bones. I don't know. But he bulked up and I was like, Cody is cute. But he is so much better looking with his dark hair. That's vintage Cody right there. I need him to go back to that. I need that. Do that nice little black rinse right before WrestleMania. Come out there and shock. And then you can put your blind back. You can put your blind black after you do that black rinse. Just do a little black rinse. Just get me together for a couple hours. Okay, just for a couple hours. Brown was darker than freaking gender back off the bottle. Ooh, I ain't got it. That ain't none of my business. Anyways, let's get into Smackdown, child. Let's get into it. Okay. Now listen. It wasn't a lot going on with Smackdown, but it was enough. Okay. We had the Viking Raiders going up against Braun and I don't know why all my stuff does not upload, but it did not upload. And that irritates my damn soul. Hold tight, y'all, so I can get this last render on here. Cause I'm like I'll be sitting here uploading it, and then all of a sudden it'll make it seem like all of them have uploaded, and then I'll come back in here and it's not there. And that is so damn annoying. So let me pull the rest of these pictures from here. All right. So while I'm getting this stuff going, let me talk about this match. So Braun Breaker and Ricochet had a match with the Viking Raiders, and Valhalla was in their corner. For the most part, it was a standard match between the two teams. Towards the end is where things got a little shifty. Valhalla got involved in the match. She moved Eric out of the way so he didn't get hit by Braun Strowman's little express move that he does. And ultimately, she interfered with Ricochet, causing a mild distraction for him, which gave Ivar the opening to beat Ricochet 1, 2, 3 in the ring. Braun Strowman was laid out because he literally threw himself over the announcer's table and he was out, honey. So it was all up to Ricochet, and there was nothing left for nothing left that Ricochet could do. Ricochet basically tried to defend the team on his own, but it didn't come to pass. So it is what it is. Viking Raiders finally got a W with the help of Valhalla, and that's where they left it as far as we know. Now, we got a little bit of a shift in this match from last week. So last week, the match was made as a fatal 5-way with Drew McIntyre, Karrion Kross, LA Knight, Sheamus, and Kofi Kingston. But this week, because Kofi was injured, they changed it from Kofi to Xavier. So Xavier was in the match, which Xavier did exceptionally well. I have been advocating for Xavier to get a United States Championship run at some point in his career. I really hope that next year they give him that, because currently he's the reigning king of the ring. And in my opinion, he definitely deserves to have a singles title. Kofi had one, Big E had one. They're not going to give him the main belt, so they might as well give him the United States Championship. That IC Championship's going to be tied up with Sheamus for a little while, and I just think that Xavier really deserves that United States Championship, and he would do it some justice as long as they book him correctly. Okay. With all that being said, this match was not bad either. It was actually really, really solid. Hold on, I'm going to answer y'all questions in a second. It was actually really, really solid. The only thing that I will say was interesting was, like, Xavier didn't really fit in. He was an obvious replacement, but he did make his way into that match and make his presence be known. And Xavier did have a good rapport in that match with everybody he wrestled. A lot of this match was mostly focused on Drew and Sheamus, which I didn't understand why I get the fatal 4-way in the first place, but it just seemed like you could have just did a singles match between Drew and Sheamus to begin with. The match ended up ending in a double pin, double count. So Drew and Sheamus both won the match. Now, Gunther was all in his feelings and went to Adam and was like, this is your fault because you don't know how to run the show. First of all, my question was, where the fuck did that extra referee come from? Where did he come from? Because there was no need for a secondary ref out there. The match was a fatal 5-way, right? So where did he come from? Because I don't remember the referee being out there in the beginning. Do you remember him being out there, Jared?
Not that referee, no.
So it was Jess, the female referee. I think that's her name is Jess. If I get her name wrong, I apologize. So I'm like, where the fuck did the male ref come from? How did he even get out there? Because he wasn't obligated to be out there in that match to begin with.
Right.
So where did he come from? Where was he? Now, if he had came down after the match was over and was like, no, Sheamus had him pinned. I saw it from the back on the Titantron.
Yeah.
Then you could have him come out there and raise the dude hand like, no, he's the true winner. And you could have the referees battling it out. That makes sense to me. But what I didn't understand was where the need for the secondary ref came from. That was odd. Okay. But however you look at it, these two men won. Now, in my mind and in the audience's mind in Pittsburgh, which Pittsburgh was a great crowd. So shout out to Pittsburgh for giving all the feels. Okay. Pittsburgh and myself was like, okay, make it a triple threat and be done with it. But Gunther was not having that. Okay, he said, listen, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. I didn't ask you for two competitors. I told you to find me the best men, not the best men. Okay, I might not know English as my first language, but I know the difference between 1 and 2, bitch. Okay, fix it, Adam. Okay, because I ain't asked you for two competitors. I only asked you for one. But the way I see it is that you're supposed to be the number one guy. You got two guys in your corner at all times. Now, granted, I will give Gunther his facts. Gunther don't always have Imperium out there. Most of the time when he has his title defense matches, they are usually sent to the back and he defends his title on his own. So I will give him that respect. But in my humble opinion, I don't see what the problem is with you having a triple threat match at WrestleMania. You've beaten everybody in the mid-card roster at this point, and quite frankly, it needs the buzz. It needs the fun. It's going to be a good match one way or the other, no matter if you get Drew or Sheamus. But I'm going to tell you right now, my vote is for Sheamus. I want Sheamus to beat Gunther at WrestleMania and become the Intercontinental Champion. It's the only belt that's eluding him, and he definitely deserves it. Now, no shade to Drew, but we have seen Drew and Sheamus battle it out time and time again. We do not need to keep seeing that same fight over and over and over again. I get what they're trying to do, but at the same time, it's an unnecessary battle. Okay, we all know that they're going to have good chemistry. They can fight and everything like that. But the thing is, it doesn't have to be this way. It doesn't have to be this way. You could have easily had Sheamus come out there and start a fight, or have it be so that this fatal four-way was done and Sheamus won it and he gets another opportunity at the belt. It's a simple way to put Sheamus back in that title contingency without involving Drew. You could have involved Drew later, like during the fatal four-way. You know what I'm saying? Instead of having Drew come out there and call that man out. You know? I'm just saying. All right. We talking about Smackdown. So there you go. I was like, poor Kayla Braxton. She can't just show up to work without somebody telling her to mind her business. Like her job isn't a backstage interviewer. Haven't gotten to that yet. So hold on. Poor Kayla. By now I would have snapped, because what you mean, mind my business? That's my job. Did he get injured at a house show? You know, I'm not sure, but I would imagine that Kofi did, because he was fine last week. The only thing that happened with Kofi was his shoe. His shoe came off. But I don't know if he got injured last week or if he got injured at a house show that they worked this past week. I'm not sure. But from what I heard, and I don't have definitive proof of it, but given the fact that Xavier replaced Kofi in that match, it has to have some validity. And I haven't been on Twitter to see what Kofi's been tweeting, so I just don't know. So I'm just going to go with the latter and say that Kofi was injured or has a minor injury, and he's going to be off TV for a little while. And they gave the match to Xavier just to fill in the spot. With me, I'd be making him work both nights and still have Sheamus win. I don't think that I would do that. I legitimately think that a triple threat match is fine, and I would put that on night 2. I feel like that is a better match to have on night 2. It's a big marquee match. Gunther is a big enough star and has had that belt long enough to really drive it home that he's very much sought after. That belt is coveted, and I would definitely do it on night 2. I would not do it on night 1. But if you know what, if they're going to have John Cena and Theory on night 2, then they're probably going to be on night 1. I'm not sure if it's just me, but I'm not feeling the build up to Mania yet. I think it's just you, babe. Maybe I will, but just not yet. I'm not getting that feeling. I don't know how you haven't gotten that feeling. Especially over the last couple of weeks with Monday Night Raw and with SmackDown, the promos that have been cut, the stories that have been built, especially that week prior to Elimination Chamber, starting from Elimination Chamber on out to now. If you're not in the mood for WrestleMania, I don't know what to tell you. The stories have already been set, they've already been built, and like even the story with Roman and Cody is getting heated up. And the way that they've inserted Cody into this situation has really revved up the story between Sammy, Cody, and the bloodline. And hopefully Kevin joins into that fray very soon. But I feel more for WrestleMania than anything. Like I'm very excited about WrestleMania. Oh God, what was I want to say? Hold on a second. Okay. Anyways, the girls are starting. The girls aren't really as hot as they usually be. But I think for Bianca, especially with Asuka, that will probably heat up more so on Monday. And I hope that the situation with Charlotte and Rhea gets a little bit more physical so we can have a little bit more going on. They cut pretty decent promos today, so I'm a little bit more excited for their battle. You got the first Hall of Fame inductee today, which I did not expect this at all. I was very, very shocked. The Hall of Fame inductees are being announced, and I'm so glad. Hopefully Monday they'll announce the next one, but they're being announced. And the first Hall of Famer to be inducted into the Hall of Fame this year for the class of 2023 is good old Rey Mysterio. They gave him a warm welcome until his bitch ass son came out there and didn't even let him speak. Ray didn't even get the chance to accept the nomination for going into the Hall of Fame. He did not even get to enjoy the time of it. He got to come out there with his interest, and then his son interrupted it and was like, I can't believe the WWE is putting an old, washed up wrestler like you in the Hall of Fame. And it's like, bitch, everybody in the Hall of Fame is washed up. Everybody in the Hall of Fame is old. Like, what are you talking about? Like, no shade to anybody, but like dead ass. Everybody in the Hall of Fame is old. Everybody in the Hall of Fame is old. Oh, he ready to go. Now he ran out. He ran out of the courtroom. I wonder if he got away.
No, I don't think he got fired.
Damn. Anyways, so Rey Mysterio he is the first inductee into the Hall of Fame. And then his son and the rest of his merry band of idiots came out there. And that's when Santos Escobar and Legado del Fantasma came out there together, along with Zelina Vega, and was like, hell no, we're not finna let you punk your daddy out like that. And Santos was like, look, your daddy might have forgot about the shit you did last week, but I ain't forgot nothing. And yeah, I'm owed a receipt, and goddamn it, I come to collect. So they had a match. Of course, fucking Zelina tried to get involved, but Rhea Ripley ended up throwing her into everybody that was on the floor. Then his stupid ass son baseball slid into Ray. Ray tried to get in the ring, ended up distracting the ref. That allowed Damian Priest to kick either Raul or Joaquin in the face. I don't know which one of them it was because I didn't get to see. Because when I left and came back, they was wrestling, and the next thing I know, he was standing in the ring and getting kicked in the face. So he getting kicked in the face, and Dominic gets the pin again, all because Ray couldn't keep his ass out of the ring. Meanwhile, they go into the ring, and Dominic still talking shit to his father, talking about, I just want to talk. Y'all can get out the ring. I don't need y'all in here for this. You know, and he's still going at his daddy, calling him a deadbeat and shit. Then he pushes him in the face. This time he tries to hit him, and Ray moves out the way and lets his ass fall out the ring. He want to get all in his feelings now because his daddy didn't let him whoop his ass no more. That's some childish ass shit. I am tired. I am tired of this storyline. I know that stories are supposed to be told in due time. I understand that, but the time has passed for this fucking storyline. They got to do something. Okay, now if y'all gonna make him wrestle at WrestleMania and then he's gonna leave his boots in the ring because that's gonna be his final time, that's fine. That's fine. But he better, I mean, he's gonna lose to Dominic. Good, fine, whatever. But he better not. He better not just lay down and let his son pin him 1, 2, 3 and whoop his ass. He better put up a fight. Because I'm not gonna be interested in that. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm dead ass serious. I'm not watching that. I'm not gonna be a part of that. I'm not. I'm just not. I'm just not finna do it. Cause I can't. Okay. Hold on a second. Period. Period, Kenny. I don't know who did this. Somebody named 316 Reigns on Twitter said the way I felt bad for this little bitch. I didn't, you know what? At this point, he deserved everything that happened to him when Eddie Guerrero was out there fucking up his family. He deserved it. He deserved it. He definitely deserved it. He definitely deserved it. Because of the way he acted right now, there ain't no way. Hey, Quay, how are you? How are you doing? He talking about, I wish Eddie was my dad. I'm like, boy, trust me, if Eddie was here, he would have been whooped your ass. Hey, Eddie Guerrero would have been took it out. Eddie would have been crying, but he'd have been whooped your ass, son. Been whooped your ass. It would not have been a question. Okay. Anyways. Hold on. Yo, Wade Barrett pissed off during the 6-man tag match. I'm like, you're not a parent, so please shut the fuck up. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I think Judgment Day might disband by SummerSlam or maybe earlier. Okay. I don't know what he said to require. Damn. Wow.
Easy.
Figures. Anyways. So that's what happened with that. Now, Rhea Ripley also came out there during Charlotte's match because Charlotte was like, listen, it's WrestleMania season. I'm antsy. I want to wrestle. I don't want to be sitting in the back waiting for WrestleMania. I want to wrestle. So they gave her a match with Shotzi. Not going to lie, that match was a little wonky in the beginning, okay? But as the match began to pick up and they actually got into their stride, that's when Rhea Ripley brought her dark elf looking ass out there. Now, she came out there and was sitting at the commentary table talking shit. She got mad because Charlotte ended up winning. And Michael was like, this is what you're going to have to deal with. This is a 14-time women's champion. She was like, you might have changed and gotten yourself together. But he said Charlotte is still one of the best to ever do it. And she was all mad and in her feelings and shit. So then the match is over. Shotzi gets beaten by Charlotte with the figure 8. And Charlotte is standing tall. Rhea Ripley comes in there. I gotta go get a mammogram done too. Charlotte come in there. Rhea Ripley come in there and tell Charlotte, she was like, yeah, you are the 14-time champion. I can't be mad about that. But she said, yeah, you see what I see when I look in your eyes is not only acceptance, but I also see insecurities. I see all your insecurities, sis. All of them. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, it's going to be real easy. Basically, I'm coming for your title and ain't nothing you can do about it. Because that's going to slack that smirk right off of your damn face. Charlotte was like, you know what? She said, yeah, you have done the work to get yourself to a point where you are bloody Rhea Ripley. And you will do anything you have to get yourself to get anybody out of your way. But she said, you ain't going to be able to move me. She said, I'm a 14-time champion. And I work harder than any man or female in that back because I wanted more. And I care more about this business than anybody. And I take it more seriously than anybody. You ain't gonna outwork me. And you ain't gonna take nothing from me. You want to pry from my cold damn hands, bitch. She walked her ass up out of there. And when he was agreeing with Dominic when he be dead. Oh, I barely listen to Wade Barrett on commentary, to be honest with you. And he's a heel commentator, so I expect nothing less. He not as loud as Corey is. So when he say ignorant shit, I'll just be like, yeah, all right, Wade. When you go fix that crooked ass nose of yours, then we can have a conversation. But other than that, you can just be quiet. Okay. Okay. Tip, do you think Ray going to retire after Mania? Yes. Yes, I do. I do not think he's going to continue to wrestle after WrestleMania. I think he's going to give his son his mask in the ring because that's what he said he's always wanted to do. I think he's going to hand his son that mask, and that's going to be the end of it. I really do. He might have a speech or something that he does after that. I mean, he's going to say his speech at the ceremony for the Hall of Fame. His match might be early before, he probably don't have his match the first night. So when they do the Hall of Famer, thing where they come out and they stand out there for everybody to see, he'll be out there for that. But other than that, I don't see Ray staying in wrestling any longer. There's no need for him to. He's done everything he's wanted to do in his career, and he's built a legacy for himself that nobody can take from him. In American professional wrestling, he is the number one luchador wrestler. There's nobody like Rey Mysterio. Nobody. So, love him or hate him, Rey Mysterio has earned his right to sit at home and chill. Or he could be in the back and be a producer and be a liaison for other Latin American or Latina wrestlers, very similar to what MVP is doing for Black wrestlers in the back. And WWE definitely could use the representation because it is predominantly white, older males back there. So, yeah. Rhea, oof, girl, but wasn't she insecure when Charlotte beat her twice? Was it? You would be correct. Yes, very, very much so. Yes, you are correct, darling. Very correct. Very, very correct. He had a good career. He did. He did. And he got to do a lot of things that most guys dream of doing with their children. And he got to be a tag team champion with his son. He got to have a good, or well, semi-good storyline with his son. He got to do pretty much everything he's ever wanted to do in his career. And for Rey Mysterio to still be wrestling at the caliber that he is capable of wrestling at, hanging in the ring with some of the best and youngest and brightest in the WWE, that says a lot about what he's capable of doing. In the 20 years that he's been wrestling, he's in his 40s and he wrestles better than some of the best wrestlers in the world right now. So Rey Mysterio has earned the right to be able to go home and relax and chill. Okay, he's earned that right, and I'm definitely okay with him doing that. Now let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's get to the mess, the problems. Let's get to the problems. Okay. Isn't he a Grand Slam champion? I believe that he is, yes. He was World Heavyweight Champion. He's been Intercontinental Champion. He's been U.S. Champion. He was a Cruiserweight Champion before they did away with the Cruiserweight belt. And he's been Tag Team Champion multiple times. The last time he was Tag Team Champion was with his son. And before that, I believe Edge was his tag team partner before that. I want to say it was Edge. But somebody else in the playback or in the comments will correct me. They always do. So he's held almost all of them. He just hasn't had the WWE title, but he won the World Championship. So I'll say he's a Triple Crown champion. He's not a Grand Slam champion, I guess. I don't know. He's won a lot of belts. Let's put it that way. Anyways, let's get to the nitty gritty. You see, Roman Reigns was not there at Smackdown this week. No, he wasn't there. But Jey Uso was there, and so was his brother. They were both there. And unfortunately, we didn't get the interaction between him and Roman like we wanted. We wanted to know how Roman felt and what Roman was going to say. about the girls, about the situation. Okay. Oh, he did? Wait a minute. I don't remember that. I remember him winning the World Heavyweight title. I don't remember him winning the WWE Championship. I don't remember that. I don't remember. Oh, well, he is a Grand Slam champion then. Because I don't remember that. Only because I don't remember. I don't remember. That might have been during the time where I had stopped watching. So let me see what year he won it. John Cena had 13 title reigns. That's crazy. 13 as a WWE champion, and I think he's had 3 as a United States champion. At least that's what this say on Wikipedia. It was 2011. Wow, that's crazy. Was I watching it in 2011? What was happening in 2011? That wasn't that long ago, so I must have been watching it. If he lost it in the same night, then I definitely won't remember that. I definitely won't remember that. I have to do memory dumps so I can keep things that work. But it was 2011, so thanks B. Jeffers for clearing that up because I could not remember that, and I did not. I remember the WWE, the World Heavyweight Championship because it meant so much to him, and that was that same year that Eddie died, or at least the year after, one of the two, and that was a big thing. So that's why I distinctly remember that. I don't remember the WWE Championship, but he did win it, so he is definitely a Grand Slam champion. He has won them all. All right. We are talking about Roman. And Jey Uso. Okay? So, Jey Uso came into the arena, obviously, very high on himself for his behavior from this past Monday. And of course, Pauline was brimming from ear to ear, ready to welcome his 2 guys back into the arena. But Jey Uso was a little cold. He was a little stank, And he said, Pauline basically was like, hey, I'm really proud of you, Jey Uso, and what you've done for the tribal chief and the family. And he says, he pretty much ignored him and was just like, yeah, where's Roman? Where is the tribal chief? And he was like, well, that's when Caleb pops up. And he's like, I'm going to talk to Roman. I need to talk to him. Tell him I want to talk to him. Caleb pops up. Caleb says, hey, last week, earlier this week, you turned on Sami Zayn. You made that pretty much very clear of what side you were on, but why did you turn on him? He said everything I got to say, I'm going to say in the ring to the tribal chief. And then here comes Jimmy Uso, like the little brother he is. Yeah, Kayla. Why are you trying to start shit? Then we had to wait a couple hours, and they to the ring. And Jey Uso gives his ever so wonderful explanation. What I have been telling y'all for months. He says, "What did y'all want me to do?" That's my brother. My brother was about to get clipped. I had to do something. I wasn't going to side with Sami Zayn. This is Sammy's fault. He's selfish. And he knows he's selfish. That's what Jimmy said. And that's what Roman said. And it's true. He said, I had to do what I had to do for my family. Okay? He said, I had to do what I had to do for my family. Jey Uso kept going to make sure people understood. And he told the crowd, none of y'all my family. Y'all don't understand, so I don't have to worry about that. Nobody in here is family except for the people I know is my family. So the crowd was upset, and of course they was chanting, Sammy, Sammy, Sammy. They was like, we're going to take care of that Sammy problem and get rid of him. You my number one priority. Well, then they called out Cody Rhodes. And Cody, it was like, we don't even understand why you in this. You ain't even in the family. You was never a part of the bloodline. You sticking your nose in bloodline business. That's when Cody came out there. Cody said, I heard you niggas was looking. Bitch, here I go. Here I go, bitch. He said, bitch, here I go. He said, y'all in y'all feelings. Y'all upset. He said, I got involved because I wanted to, bitch. And I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again. Now, Sammy, David was like, all I hear is y'all want to fight. That's all I hear. I hear y'all want to scrap. Now, I ain't going to lie. Cody was looking mighty good today. Now, Cody always look good in black. Black is Cody's color, okay? That is something he definitely needs. He definitely has to have. That is his color, honey. Did they catch him? Did he make it out? Did he make it out? Oh, he almost got there clean. He almost got out clean. Hold on, y'all. Anyway, so it all came to blows because Sammy came through the crowd again, bust Jey Uso in the back of the head. Cody came in there, took his shit off, and they in there fighting. They scrapping. It's just a fight. They brawling. They fight. No Solo, no Roman, no nobody. It's just the Usos and Cody and Sammy. They just going at it. And they get back in the ring after they go through the crowd. They get back in the ring, throw the Usos over the rope. The damn officials come out there and separate them, and they just ready to fight. They are ready to go at it. Now, the way I see it, next week is going to be a tag team match between Sami Zayn and Cody Rhodes and the Usos. Okay? Now, they got to get Kevin involved in this somehow. Some way he has to be involved. He can't just hide his nose, his hand, and just run away. He just can't. Now, for a little while, we can expect that. But at some point, he's got to be involved. At some point, he has to be involved. Now, to answer some of your comments. Tip, are you going to Raw when they come to June? No, I am not going to Raw when they come in June. Because I want to sit in the skybox and I can't afford that right now. Jimmy's older. When I say that Jimmy was acting like the little brother that he is, it's a mindset. So I'm the middle child in my family, but oftentimes my siblings will look to me for certain things, advice, comfort, and some other things, because I'm a little bit more mature in some areas and I'm more knowledgeable in some areas. That very well could be the dynamic with Jimmy and Jey Uso. And you can tell by their behaviors that one is more mature than the other. And given the characters that they're presenting, Jey Uso is the older one in terms of mindset than Jimmy Uso. Cool. All right. So I seen someone on Twitter post their theory that Sammy and Jay working together on the low, it would be a good swerve. That's for Shirley Temples. Well, you know what? I don't believe that Jay Uso is completely removed. It's like completely about the bloodline either. He didn't say he came back for the bloodline. He said he did it for his brother because he said his brother was about to get clipped. So he very well heard what Roman said about him taking out Jimmy Uso because Jay Uso was not trying to comply with the group. You understand? So I totally get and understand where that basically come from. I would love that because it does seem like Jay Uso got something up his sleeve. It don't seem like it's just gonna be written in stone the way that it is. I feel like, and I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna be done with it. I think that Jay Uso is gonna interfere in that match, but it's gonna be on Cody's behalf and not on Roman's. I think that they're gonna be out there and it's gonna look like it's for support, but he's definitely gonna help Cody get those titles and split this whole shit up. Like I just can't consciously believe you would sit out for almost 2, maybe 3 weeks, not tell anybody what's going on or what you're doing, only show up when you need to for your brother, and then come back and be like, yeah, I'm all for the family now. Like that don't even make sense. Like you got to do something. Something in the milk ain't clean, as my mama would say. So we just gonna have to wait this out and see. Eek. Still got that toe situation. Yeah, baby, that's amazing. All right. So that was Smackdown. That was pretty much it. It was a very simplistic show. They didn't really do a lot. They didn't do merch. They did just a nerve. Okay. They did just a nerve. They gave you enough to start some mess. But they also hold on, y'all. Let me turn my phone down. And make sure I put the rest of this in. I had to upload the rest of these videos. Instagram be uploading the videos at 15-second intervals. So, because sometimes I don't want to post a reel. I just want to post the video, you know? But they want everything to be a reel now, so they irritated. Y'all see Brooke Shields grab Angela Bassett's ass on the red carpet? Just grab that lady's ass. That's so damn disrespectful. I'd have smacked the shit out of Brooke Shields. She wouldn't have no eyebrows messing with me. Just grab that woman's ass. Just grab Auntie Bassett's ass right there in front of us. Like, bitch, how dare you? Hey, language in there, boy. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. My phone is acting real glitchy today, child. Anyways, let me get some of these comments in.
Dumbass.
You've been soaking in the warm water. Eesh. But it's like Natty's tetherball titties. It is stuff. Did y'all see Jade Cargill tweeting out to Natalia to bring her sexy ass to Canada? I was like, okay. Oh no. I'm gonna be quiet. Not her tetherball titties, child. But how was SD? It was simple. It was decent. It got to the point. It helped further along the storylines it needed to further along, and it helped create some new ones. So it was okay. I give it a B+ show. It was a B+ show for me. Tiff, you know who else is getting inducted into the Hall of Fame this year? I do not. I'm hoping Batista gets inducted into the Hall of Fame. Women's wise, I'm not sure of who's gonna get inducted into the Hall of Fame, but I'm hoping. It's all white girls on that team.
It's North Olmsted Falls and Pickering.
That girl just slapped her. Ain't no black people. Well, it's a black girl right there. Yeah. Right there. I see you, Thickums. I see you. It was Midview and Princeton there, though. Yeah. There's a lot of black girls on that other team, baby. Anyway. I do not, but I hope Batista's getting inducted. I pray Batista's getting inducted. Female-wise, I don't know who's going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. We've been getting some people being inducted, and it's kind of been up and down. Queen Charmel was an okay induction last year, but I'm hoping if we could get China inducted this year, that would be awesome for her and her family. They deserve to be respected after everything that they've been through and everything she went through when she was alive. Like, she deserves to be honored for her own contribution to women's wrestling and not just for what she did in DX. Okay. But I wouldn't mind if they inducted Stephanie in the Hall of Fame. Stephanie deserves to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Quite frankly, I would love it. I would love it. Yes, but that's what friends be doing. I'm just saying. What? I've been tore up today. I couldn't even make my coffee. Ooh. Women-wise, there's one, the only. Batista is in. No, he's not in the Hall of Fame. He declined to be inducted last year. And he declined to be inducted last year. I think it was because was it the year that they had he said he had some obligations to do. I think it was the year COVID was around that they was doing the Hall of Fame, and he declined that year. I don't think it was last year. I think it was the year before. And I think they decided to save him for LA. So they decided to, and I guess they're going to induct him for LA. The phenomenal China, I would love to get inducted. Like I said, I thought he was going to be the first inductee. No, they gave it to Ray, which I was fine with that. I don't have a problem with that. The talented. I'm hoping for Melina or Victoria. I don't have a problem with Melina or Victoria. Melina, even though I got my personal issues with her, I don't have a problem with her being inducted for what she brought in. Jillian Hall, I'm not even gonna react to that. No, that's all I'm gonna say. Cyndi Lauper probably gonna get there at some point. Well, as far as I'm concerned, she can be inducted as a celebrity inductee. I don't think she has to be the lone woman inductee. If they're gonna induct a celebrity that year and induct a female, I don't think they should make it an all-in-one thing. I think they should induct a celebrity and then have another female inducted, which that'll work. Have Cyndi Lauper inducted on the celebrity side. But as far as the Hall of Fame goes, right now, Rey Mysterio is your number one guy. He is the first guy to be inducted. For the 2023 class, it is Rey Mysterio. So congratulations to you, Rey. I got Tiffany playing on my TV, and I'm typing comments on my phone. I can't. All right. So that is the game. That's what we got. I would love to see Victoria in the Hall of Fame. I guess we'll just have to wait and see who gets inducted. Not y'all be on your phone and on the TV screen Wow, I'm famous, Mom. So, WrestleMania is still shaping up. It's still some matches that have to be announced, but most of the matches are set in stone, including who our host is going to be for WrestleMania. Miz is going to be the host. I expected nothing less. Okay, the Miz is I guess you could call him a B-list style actor. He acts in a lot of straight to DVD Hallmark style movies. Maybe one day he'll do a movie that goes into theaters. But right now, he is still one of the best, and he's still able to hold his own, and he's still probably one of the most sought after superstars in WWE. So it was just fitting to have the A-lister be the host of WrestleMania. It just fits, okay? It just fits, okay? He the valedictorian. I can't. I saw Zelina was in a whole fit. Oh, Zelina Vega did that. She had a nice, I don't know if it was gear. It looked like gear to me, so I'm going to call it gear. She looked nice. I thought her gear looked great. I thought it did. But if it was an outfit, my bad. It looked like gear. No, she in her room. She's sleeping. She's sleeping. Tiff, did you see the Top Gun commercial with Miz and Maurice? I thought it was so cute. Yeah, they done played it 4 times. Every show they've had, from Smackdown to Raw to NXT, and just on the damn shows, period. Like, they have played that commercial all week. I've seen it like about 7 times now, shit. Like, I see it every time we watch Raw, Monday Night Raw, every time I watch SmackDown. That's the commercial they run. They did it with Bianca and Montez too. So I'm hoping we get a new commercial this coming Monday. Or they debut a new one on Twitter and then they start running with the new one next week. It's gonna be fun. I gotta find something to wear tomorrow. It's snow on the ground out there?
No. Well, it's not supposed to snow again until tomorrow.
Well,
I mean, not tomorrow, Sunday.
Well, I'm gonna just put my black dress on. The one with the orange on it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that on. All right. So we got that out the way. Let's go into the matches that we don't really care about. Brock versus Omos. Yeah. I'm no shade to John Cena because I love Johnny Boy, but I don't suspect that this match will be great. I mean, this is more of like a fan versus their hero type of thing, which is cool. I'm okay with that. But at the same time, like, I kind of figured that John is not going to win this title, and this is just a moment for Austin Theory, which I'm happy for Austin Theory getting his moment with John Cena. But yeah, I'm just going to say that. I am, however, very interested in this match. I am interested in seeing how Seth Rollins and Logan Paul play this out. It's a lot of animosity between these two dudes, okay? It's a lot. So we shall see how... Like, bust me in the knee. So we shall see how it all plays out, honey. Okay? But yeah, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be my sleeper match of whatever night that it's on. I am hoping that this is on night 1, specifically because I don't want Roman's match with Cody to eclipse Seth's match. That makes sense? Then the gross. Okay, so it says next year I need WrestleMania jersey in Kelly Green. I hope they inducted someone on Monday and not have us wait 2 weeks later. You mean announce the next inductees? Because everybody's getting inducted on that Friday. That Friday before before night 1, they're getting inducted. My work bestie, Shakia, got sauce on her sweater. And she was like, now I got these spots of orange. And I said, nice little splash of orange. And she was hollering, I can't. Okay. Lita is smizing in this render. Well, she got it. So the girls are fighting. Okay. We got a 6-woman tag team match. Okay. You've got Damage Control going up against the current reigning defending tag team champions and the Trish Stratus. You've got Trish Stratus. I literally had a brain fart. I'm looking at her face. I know who she is. And I had a brain fart. Anyways, Trish Stratus and the tag team champions are going up against Damage Control. Now, Damage Control might win this one. They might. But either way, in my opinion, it does not matter. Is he awake?
Looks like he just woke up.
I want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Either way, it does not matter. Okay. The girls are fighting on the big stage, and that's all that matters. Right now, we got 3 women's matches set to roll. All right, Shar and Rhea Ripley are going head-to-head, and one is set to prove that they are beyond ready to take down the other, and the other one is just trying to solidify her legacy once again because she is the queen. All hail the queen. Okay? Now, Charlotte Flair made it very clear. She said, I am not going to let you outwork me. I will outwork anybody. I'm one of the best people on this roster, and there's nobody who's going to beat me, and you definitely aren't going to beat me. Rhea Ripley just laughed it off like, girl, I got your number whether you like it or not. It is coming up. Your time as champion is up, babes. Yes. Well, we'll have to wait and see how all of that's going to play out. Because on the other side of the mountain, we've got another massive match. Bianca Belair will defend her championship against the ever so crazy Oscar. Now, this little feud between these two ain't really heated up as much as, let's say, Rhea Ripley and Charlotte has. Okay, because there ain't really no animosity between these two. But I imagine that by next week, that will change. You see, Oscar's been real freaky as of lately, with a lot of myths and throwing up goddamn goo and shit, and freaking Bianca Belair the hell out. But in the midst of all of that, you've had to deal with Carmella and her loudmouth tongue almighty fucking Chelsea. Now, Bianca done wrestled Carmella and beat her. Now, next week, she got to go up against Chelsea and beat her. I imagine that this match will end up turning into a tag team match with Bianca and Asuka. Somehow, Bianca's going to end up getting hit or missed it in this match, and that's where the tide is going to turn between these two. Either way, I'm fine with it. As long as Bianca and Asuka have some traction getting into WrestleMania, I am all for it. Now, we got the big kahuna, okay? We got the big money maker. Roman Reigns is going to defend his double championships, the Universal Championship and the WWE Championship, against the ever-challenging Cody Rhodes. Okay, now Cody Rhodes is ready to go. Okay, he's been ready to go for quite some time. And Cody has made it his mission to finish the story. But now, since Roman Reigns has made it ever so personal, Cody is like, you know what? Fuck that damn story, nigga. I'm coming for your ass. I'm coming for your throne. I'm coming for your crown. And when I take it, it's going to be oh so glorious. They're going to rejoice in the streets. We hope, okay? But there's a big hurdle, a big old mountain in his way, and that is called the bloodline, okay? And you've got Jimmy, you've got Jay, you've got Solo. I don't know how they're going to take care of him, but I'm sorry. Sami Zayn is not enough backup for Cody Rhodes to go into that match alone, especially when Roman never goes into that match alone. So we're just going to have to wait and see how this is all going to work out for the boys. Yes, we will see. But WrestleMania seems to be shaping up. The time is come. The time is come. Hello, Valerie. Oh, you're going with Charlotte. Good for you. I don't know who's going to win. Not a Jamaican accent. It comes and it goes. It's not Cody time yet. Oh, I beg to differ, babes. We about 3 years in the Roman Reigns reign, and at this point, I don't think there's anybody else who's built up high enough to take the title off him. So Cody, most definitely, his time is coming. Now, if he don't beat him at WrestleMania, he definitely could win at WrestleMania Backlash, but I don't know. Mania is a better spot to me. I'd give it to him at Mania. And I think WWE is going to give it to him at Mania. I do. I'm just ready to see Bianca's gear. If Cody loses, we riot, child. Y'all said that was Sammy and nobody moved a muscle. Okay, ladies and gents, this is all. This is all we got for today. Next week on NXT, Johnny Gargano's going to be live. He's going to have his segment where he's going to explain why, him and Grayson Waller have their issues, which we all know why. We all know why. We all know the tea. We all know the vibes. We're ready. We are ready. Okay. Also, if you don't know, now you know. Listen, Bad Bunny is going to host Backlash in Puerto Rico. Okay. It's going to be in Puerto Rico on May 6th, which is a Saturday. Okay. The last time they were in Puerto Rico was over. They said it was 18 years ago. I want to say it was 18 years ago. A New Year's pay-per-view, they said it was. 18 years ago was the last time that they were in Puerto Rico for a pay-per-view. So they've gone global again, ladies and gents. Even though Puerto Rico is a territory of the United States, they have gone global. Okay. Also, in that same month of May, on a Saturday, 1 month away from Backlash, is the King and Queen of the Ring pay-per-view, and this is going to be in Jeddah in Saudi Arabia. All right, so they're probably going to start setting up for that after WrestleMania. You got a lot going on. Now, of course, this pay-per-view is going to be about the King and Queen of the Ring, but maybe the champion will be defending that championship over there, of course. We'll have to wait and see how that also plays out, but it's a lot going on, honey. It's a lot going on. Plus, Valerie said, you right. They got to find someone with his standard and power. Cody don't have that yet, just like Drew. I don't know. Cody has his draw. Cody has his ability to command the crowd. He's a better promo. He could cut better promos than Roman can. I think Cody is more than prepared to be able to get that championship off of him and it be a plausible win for him. Is Kevin calling the house?
I don't know why he never always called. Why he called the house and never called my cell phone first.
Suavemente. That's it, right? Suavemente. WWE feeling like a Puerto Rican. Beady 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 bum bum. Beady beady bum bum. Rican. Just for that day after Cinco de Mayo, yes. Right after Cinco de Mayo. Mm-hmm. Bianca do her gear. Bianca does make her own gear. She also makes Montez's gear and she makes Dawkins' gear as well. Sure, she made Montez's gear for Elimination Chamber and he looked great. It was an amazing gear. So so we're gonna wait to see what she do, how she do it. We're gonna see. I'm most excited about Mania is the entrances. They entrances at Mania be so extra. I remember when Triple H used to come out there, he used to have a throne and everything. That one time they had that Terminator shit going on, child. I was like, ooh, I loved it. It's all about the sale of the business. It's all about the sale and the business and the face of the company. even more reason why to put it on Cody. Cody right now is the only one who has the marketability that Roman has, if not more. He actually has a wider reach than Roman has because he was on the indie circuit and he was a part of New Japan, which is a whole other audience. And Cody just he reaches a massive amount of fans, be it casual or wrestling alike. So they have a better reach with Cody than they do with Roman. Roman's reach is more on the commercial side. Cody's is the same. So they have an even wider reach with Cody, and they're going to cast an even wider net with Cody. So it makes even more sense to put the title on Cody than to leave it on Roman. You'll stifle the business leaving it on him. At first, they did not like the big dog. Fan wise, no. Backstage, they were very high on him. As matter of fact, Roman wanted to be heel from out the gate. It was Vince's direction to put him in as a face and to keep him as a face. And then they started to do this underdog build for him, which also worked against him in everything that he was trying to do. And then he was able to finally be the type of character that he wanted. So he was able to produce himself or present himself in a way that it didn't seem fake or forced, and it seemed like it was genuinely him, and everybody was able to accept that more than they were this babyface character that he was presenting. Triple H used to have some fire interests, right? Especially kids. Exactly. It's no shade. Like, Roman's not a bad character, but the reality is when you're talking about changing belts and you're referencing business and them being able to have a plausible face of the company, he is the best aspect of what a good face would look like that would appeal to fans across the board, from the casual to the IWC to commercialized fans. Like, anybody who would just change the channel and come in and watch Cody, you would be captivated by him speaking because of the way he cuts his promos. Roman has the look, while Cody has the vibe and the essence of a wrestler. He just has that. That's just the reality of it. It doesn't mean anybody's bad or good. It just, two things can be right at the same time. My friend Nicole says it all the time, so shout out to her. Cody can exist and Roman can exist, and both of these men are definitely marketable to be the face of the company. But when you've had Roman running around for 3 years, overtly dominating, at some point you have to be able to prove that you can move forward from that and start a whole new thing and make that into a commodity as well. It's just not smart to stay stagnant, because most buyers are going to look to see what you can become, not necessarily what you are. They're looking at potential, if we're talking business. All right, sir. Any more questions? Or can I go? Because I'm going to call it a night. Because I have to get up in the morning. I've got places to be and things to do. But I will tell you this. In the next couple of hours, there is going to be 1, 2, 3 episodes, I want to say, of Down for the Count. You're going to have one Fashion Files. We're going to have an episode going over WWE 2K23. And then we're going to have a What If episode. And the What If episode, I'm going to let you guys go in and listen to it on your own. But the What If episode is coming. We got a couple scenarios in the What If episode that I really want you guys to hear. So if you didn't know, Down for the Count is a podcast. It is currently available across the board on various platforms, from Spotify to Apple, Google, Anchor. Anywhere you listen to your podcast, you could definitely get Down for the Count. I would recommend Spotify since it's free and easy to go listen to. If you are more of a girl or a guy who wants to listen to some ratchet news, you want to listen about some red rums that have been happening across the world that have really been taking hold for a lot of people, or you just want to hear some mess like Am I the Asshole Post, Petty Revenges, SBC Chat, which is a 6 Brown Chicks chat where people write in and give you a bunch of mess, child, or you just want to hear about some weird ass bridezillas, then my personal podcast, the KTT podcast, is where it's at. Also on the KTT podcast, I cover media in terms of TV and music. Whatever is on my mind that particular day is what you're probably going to get in that show. It's very random. I also have my friends come on that show with me, which I still have to get with Donnie so I can get these shows done and out the way, because I haven't watched The Perfect Match because I don't have a Netflix a membership no more. I forgot that I did not pay that. So if you guys want to listen, please be sure to follow my podcast. This is also available on Spotify, Anchor, and wherever you get your podcast. And of course, if you are more into the wrestling stuff, please do not forget to go on over to Down for the Count and check out Down for the Count. It is ready, it is up, and I'm getting ready to post 3 episodes within the next couple of hours. Okay, KTT stuff is coming as well, so don't fret. We're gonna get all that stuff going. Okay, none for me. Okay, just remember he just came back. I like Cody, but he just got over that surgery. Okay, love you. Enjoy chatting. Good night. Good night, Valerie. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. Fuck Netflix. And Netflix is also getting rather expensive. So I would have to choose between my Netflix and my YouTube, which I do pay for because I hate the ads. I hate the ads. What? Tiffany, do you watch WWE on A&E? Oh, on A&E, the WWE documentaries where they talk about certain superstars and then certain rivalries. No, but I'm thinking about watching it so I can keep some content up on the podcast. And since that stuff happens and it's wrestling related, I want to make sure that I watch it. Because I was looking at it like, what is that? Is that A&E? Child. Anyways, so yeah, I haven't watched them, but I know, and I didn't want to watch the China doc again because I had seen the original one, and that one, it broke my heart. And I was like, oh, I don't want to go through that again. So I might watch it. I might go back and watch the old ones. I might watch the Rivals. I might watch that stuff and then do a full breakdown on the podcast. And maybe some of the girls can join me for that. Okay. Everything costs too much. It's like $21 for Netflix. Okay, it's like $21. It's hella expensive because I have unlimited screens so my family can watch Netflix. You know, and they don't help me pay for it. I pay for it by myself. But y'all make sure to tune into D4TC for the fashion files. Me and Tiffany was telling because he likes mixing camos and I don't. Okay, it's ugly. It's ugly. And I don't like it. And he thought because him and Don was on the same squad, they was on the same side, that somehow made it so that it was superior. No. I still say it's ugly. He can say that it was cute. He is well within his right to say that. But it don't mean that he's right. It just means that's his opinion. It just means that's his opinion. As it is Donnie's. I respect that. That's it. Yeah, I watched it. It was sad. Jake the Snakes was good. Camo mixing. Purple and white camo with green army camo. Absolutely the fuck not. Fuck out of here. Know when you're outmatched. I put it to you this way. Y'all can say all day that Chelsea's gear was cute, but at the end of the day, I still say it wasn't. I don't care if it's 2, 3, 4, 5,000 people who say they like it. I didn't. It's not attractive. But y'all are here. Everything that we was talking about on the show, Don was too high to really be chiming. Don was too fucking high to chime in. He was baked out of his skull. I don't even think he remember the show because he was tore up. He was tore up from the floor up. I damn near threw up, honey. He was gone, faded. He was high, honey. I didn't like it together either. Lolo, just go ahead and head downstairs. He's not leaving you. Well, get your smoothie. Nobody's gonna leave you. Go ahead. He was tore up. So y'all go ahead and I will get that episode edited. And I will have everything done within the next couple of hours. And then I'm gonna go to bed. Y'all be easy. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode of the after show for Smackdown. Like I always say, please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you like it or thumbs it down, whatever works for you. I need to know what you guys like and what you don't like. Make sure you comment in the comment section if you're watching this in the playback, so you can let me know what you like and what you don't like, so I can start curating my content to fit the people who follow my channel. Okay, once we start making a little bit of money off of this stuff, then I will have to change a couple of things. But until then, we're going to be us. We're going to be real. We're going to keep it true to the real deal. Okay. With all that being said, I will see you guys Monday night after Monday Night Raw. Okay. And we will talk about what the girls and the guys were doing on Monday Night Raw. All right. All right. Y'all get yourself some rest, and I'll see y'all later.